This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining Gym, the strongest gym in the West. I'm here at 855 Riverside Parkway in West Sacramento, California, inside the SuperTraining store. Got SuperTraining Gym here in the background. Many years ago, we had some really epic powerlifting meets at SuperTraining Gym. A lot of you guys may remember the backyard meet of the century, and you may remember some of the lifts done by Stan Efferding, by Big Roy Bradshaw, and by a whole host of SuperTraining Gym members over the years. But one person came in and really tore up powerlifting in a very quick and short period of time. I'm talking about one of the greatest bench pressers of all time, and still to this day, somebody who's done things in the bench press that I don't know if we'll ever see again. I'm talking about Eric Spoto. Eric Spoto came to SuperTraining Gym years ago as kind of a mystery man. I had no idea who he was, and on this epic day that he came into SuperTraining, he and I were going back and forth. I've told the story before, going back and forth, plate for plate for plate, back and forth, and it's all of a sudden very clear that this man is a lot more powerful than I could even possibly imagine, and definitely, certainly, way more powerful than me. And as I started to size him up, and as he took off his hoodie, I saw that he had like 20-inch forearms, and then I saw that his biceps were just enormous, and I was just like, what is going on with this guy? We started to handle 4 plates, 5 plates, 6 plates, and so on. I tapped out at benching like 545 or 565 or something for that day, and Eric went up to 635 pounds for a double. I wanted to share this video with you guys. You guys have seen him hit the 635 for a double. We've shared that many times here on this channel. But I wanted to share this video with you guys because there's so much special content in this video where Silent Mike and myself are working out with Eric Spoto. He shares a lot of secrets. He shares a lot of things that sound so simple but are so effective that I think you might actually miss them. They're so simple that you might actually miss them. So don't just watch this. Don't just sit there and watch this. Put some headphones on, really pay attention to it, and get out your notebook. If you want to bench big, this is a great video for you to watch, and it's done by one of the greatest bench pressers of all time, Eric Spoto, who bench pressed 722 pounds at a meet in SuperTraining Gym and had the all-time world record in the bench press for many years until it was broken by Kirill Serkev. Enjoy the video. Strength is never weakness, weakness is never strength. Catch you guys later.
Compare yourself to grown men who's 13, 14 years old, and that's what pushes you.
Yeah, I'm like, no, like I should be able to at least do 4 plates if they're doing 5 of them.
Yeah, you don't look at it like I'm a kid. You're like, I want to hang with them.
Is this your normal width on this thing? I know you're going thumbless because of shoulder. You're narrower too.
I would never, training competition-wise, pinkies on the rings would be the narrowest I'd go.
This would be considered kind of close grip.
Yeah, this is just to protect the shoulders right now.
Yeah. Build up the triceps and strength.
Yep. Yeah. I just feel a little safer the closer I am on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So you benched 722, best bench press all time. Then you had shoulder surgery, yeah?
Right.
What's the best you've, what's your workout, best workouts since then?
405, that's it.
For how many reps?
10 reps.
10 reps for 405 is kind of where you're at now. I think you sent us a video and it looked easy, but obviously you're trying to rehab.
It gets real tight.
Yeah.
That's the main problem.
How light did it feel in your hands? Still pretty light?
It felt really light.
Yeah, but obviously you got to be precautious.
Right.
You want to be the best again.
The rotator cuff I think really starts swelling up. It's just not used to it yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna take probably a couple more months of
start
getting
pushing
some weight. Yeah.
You're gonna try to stay around 405 for now?
Yeah, just get some blood in it and see how it feels.
Sweet. Come on, Smelly.
There you go, chest up.
Yep.
That's it. He did it.
That's so hard.
It felt uncomfortable, didn't it?
You sure you can handle this? It's 400 pounds.
I know, I'm worried.
405.
405.
400.
He's cutting 5 pounds off.
Take me back to when you were 12. 2, 3, yep. Yep. 2. There's 10. Nice work.
Yep. Stay with it. There you go.
Woo!
Which one, Eric?
See, I'm able to get like a little.
We'll switch it up, whatever we're going to.
You want to go slingshot?
Slingshot?
Yeah, slingshot, 4 plates in a slingshot for you?
Yeah.
You mentioned, Eric, sometimes you'll add a slingshot and add a little bit of weights, keep the same rep range. Say we're doing triples, so I'll add weight, keep going triples, or sometimes you'll keep the same weight,
and
add slingshot, double the reps.
We
Yeah,
also don't usually add a lot of weight. Like a lot of times we'll just add like 20, 30 pounds. Like, It's not like.
But it's an overload.
Yeah, a little bit more.
It's an overload. It feels good.
Yeah.
Protects your shoulders.
What slingshot do you use most?
I use them all.
All right. So even though you bench 700 pounds, you use the blue one here and there.
I've used every one. I like the newer lifters. I really like them to use a lighter slingshot.
Right.
But then work their way up to bigger slingshots once they're used to handling it.
Yeah.
And I also like how it teaches you to bench in the right form. And once you do anything enough times, it becomes natural.
Right, and then you'll do the same thing without it, hopefully.
Right. That's what seems to be working.
You got any tips for people like, you ever see like sometimes people have the weight like way back in their wrist sometimes? You ever see that?
You saying with wrist wraps or without? I've seen people who
I
like
know wrist wraps can help, but you got any other things that can kind of help them stabilize? Because we put wrist wraps on people too, and they still grab the bar like that.
Yeah.
Hands all in front.
That's a tough one. I've tried to mess with that.
Yeah.
I think just such a bad habit.
It's just something they need to kind of stop doing.
They just gotta not do it. I mean, nothing feels good when you've done something for a long period of time and you switch it.
Right.
So
You have to figure out a way to adapt.
you got to go backwards sometimes to go forward, and some people don't like to go backwards. Here we go. Tight. Get the shoulder blades. Squeeze up bar tight. Big air. Yep.
There you go, Marcus. Nice. Good. Good job.
Maybe flared a little early. You could have probably kept it a little longer.
So we just hit up some slingshots. Now we're going into kind of secondary accessory work, yeah?
Right.
Work on some rotators, get a little pump.
Yep.
This thing will shake you around a little bit, obviously. The bar is not metal, it's bamboo or some weird plastic.
See the bend in it already.
Yeah. How's your setup? Do you try to bench the exact same as your normal bench?
Same bench.
Everything the same?
Same thing.
Higher reps, 10s to 20s?
Yeah, I keep a little bit higher range on this. You're not going to be doing triples with a bamboo bar.
So what are we going to do? Let's do some 15s or something? Same grip, same everything? Oh, it's all greasy.
Yeah, let's do sets of 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
See how bad I am at this?
Another thing to point out too is, you know, yeah, we have the bamboo bar, and it'd be great if everybody had access to this. I've heard of some people using a PVC pipe before. The only problem with the PVC pipe is it's probably not going to be able to handle that much weight. But the whole purpose and intention of this exercise is not to handle a ton of weight, so that may not matter too much. But you can also just use a regular bar. You can hook this up, a similar setup to a regular barbell, even if this was just a regular plate and some bands, and it will still wiggle all over the place. It's not going to have the same effect as the bamboo bar. This style is superior, but it could be done that way as well.
And if you're a newbie, make sure you have a spotter. You could lose your teeth.
Yeah, you need somebody to kind of protect your face the entire time.
Especially my face. It's the moneymaker in this whole shindig right now. Oh yeah.
One thing I like to do with this exercise is to kind of do a Spoto press, because once you bring it to your chest, you can kind of restabilize. So I kind of like to have it be unstable throughout the whole movement.
That's firing.
Anyone who bodybuilds would like this exercise. You get a crazy pump from it. It can also create a ton of muscle soreness.
Eric, you ever do close grip with this, or change it up, or just kind of both?
Actually, I mix it up.
Yeah.
Dip's just a great compound movement. You can go real heavy, and my favorite thing about it is you don't need anyone there. You don't need a spotter. So, I mean, you can go to the gym by yourself.
He might need a spotter. Look at that.
Go,
wait.
You guys are going to shoulder press me?
And worst comes to worst, just throw off.
Typical rep range for yourself when you're doing these?
About 6 to 12. You want to get it at least over 6 reps on something like this.
Kipping. He kind of crossfitted it there, and then nearly died. Eric, what are we trying to accomplish here?
I like to just leave the gym with my arm feeling like ripping through the skin.
That's
Nice
to pick
good
up
pump.
ladies at the grocery store,
Yeah,
or?
that's basically what it is.
That's it, video over. Get a pump, go to the grocery store, get yourself a date.
You like to get a pump. You think it kind of helps with hypertrophy, kind of helps with keeping your muscles and joints healthy too? Or you're just doing it just purely to be jacked?
Probably purely to be jacked.
I like that. I like that theory.
You said you push all your accessories heavy, right? So even though we're doing sets of 15 to 20, you're still going almost max 15 or 20.
And then it's probably five or so reps will be a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
There'll be some clean ones, but there'll be some garbage.
Yeah, but who cares?
And this is kind of fast paced too. Like you just
way quicker
rip it
than-
through 3 or 4 sets fairly fast.
Yeah, just ripping through 130 pounds with one arm. Just walk in the park.
Try that.
Me? I just did 60 and almost died. I'll try it at the end.
Hurts so bad. All right, we're hitting up some finisher work with Eric Spoto here, just trying to get a pump, hitting up some reps. And this is a great back exercise it's going to show us that has great transfer over to the bench press. Tell us what we're doing here, buddy.
All right, we're going to want to set up exactly like we're benching. Although we're rowing, we're thinking about the negative of the bench. So he's going to want to set up and stand so where when this comes out the back, it's going to be exactly where he would touch in bench. He's going to want to set up like a bench and then pull it just like you would on his negative.
A lot of people don't necessarily have this exact machine. Could you kind of use a T-bar? Anything kind of chest supported kind of works?
I've tried. If you could get your hands on this, this works the best, but yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah.
He's not going to use the seat at all?
Yeah, no seat. Kill the seat.
Stand up.
Getting that exactly how he's benching. This is his bench form. This is where it's going to touch on his bench. Let's see. There it is. You can do some paused, just like a real bench. His lats are contracting, just how you want to be at the bottom of the bench.
Just keeping that tension on by not extending the elbows out too far, right?
Yep. There it is. That's perfect.
Perfect?
Perfection.
Now we just got to put on some weight.
What's like sets and reps, typical hypertrophy stuff, kind of 8 to 15, something like that?
8 to 15. That's that sweet spot.
Just one red smiley?
What I'll do sometimes is load it up, max it out, maybe do a drop set to finish it too. It really murders you.
Leave the gym with the pump, go visit the grocery store, get yourself a date.
We've never been so close.
Pull that deep. You got it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, remember Stan kind of talked about deep elbows.
Exactly.
Pulling them down.
You want that bar almost trying to touch where it would touch. It's going to touch in the bench. We need that touching.
You see his traps and everything kind of working similar.
You saw my traps.
I saw your traps.
They came out.
They popped out for a second. For a second there. All right, so I think that's the workout for today. Thanks for taking us through that, Eric.
No doubt.
That's the bench press workout with Eric Spoto. We did some regular bench pressing. We did some slingshot bench pressing. We did some bamboo benching. Then we moved into some dips, or Mike moved into some dips. Then we did
A little bit of push down action,
Yep,
get a
push
pump,
down.
a little bit of push down.
finished off with some back, even us out.
I think that was about it.
That's it.
So, we started out the day with some compound movements, some heavy movements. As we progressed through the workout, we're still trying to push the weights heavy, but the rep range went up a little bit. And with the rep range going up, the rest intervals went down a little bit. We were looking a little bit more for a pump. Now we look handsome. Now we look ready to go to the grocery store and pick up some ladies.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. So thanks a lot, Eric. And stay tuned for more stuff with Eric Spoto from HowMuchYouBench.net. Thank you.
I want to feel like I left the gym doing something better than I did the last time.